So I just wrapped up my last training session for the day, and I was thinking, man, it's unpleasant getting hit. But for somebody like myself who's got really used to punches coming at my face, taking shots, being able to do everything that I'm supposed to, it's not as scary as it used to be. But I sympathize with those people who are out there who haven't got used to the fear of punches coming, hitting them in the face, and really not knowing what they can do to make the whole experience that much better. Basically, how do you overcome the fear of getting punched in the face? Today, I'm going to give you 4 tips, 4 things that I have utilized to make this experience that much easier. So about 7 years ago, I actually redeveloped a fear of getting hit in the face. I won my first glory belt and then went to defend it and lost it to Sergey Adamchuk. And then I had to come back and fight him again to regain the title. But after losing to him and taking a decent amount of shots, I came back into training camp and found myself blinking and closing my eyes far too often, and as a result getting hit even more. And I went, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Getting punched in the face is no fun. I need to figure out how to deal with it. So we're going to run through the 4 steps to make sure you just can get that much more comfortable. Now, the first thing that I want you to understand about getting punched in the face, the first tip I have, is it dramatically changes the fear level depending on where you get hit. If you get hit right in the nose, your eyes start watering up, your nose hurts, and you go, I don't want to ever do that again. If you get hit in the jaw, you're more likely to get rocked and suffer a concussion, have a headache. You don't want that to happen. But if you get hit in the forehead, and right now we're talking mostly about straight punches, but if you get hit in the forehead, it's not as bad. So that is my first tip. Get used to taking shots in the right area of your head so that you are not as fearful as you might be if you take all the shots right in the nose. How do we accomplish this? We very simply need to make sure that our chin is tucked. Just by doing that, I'd say about 90% of the punches are going to end up hitting you on the upper portion of the head, as opposed to like this, where your nose is right in front. I go like this, my forehead leads, I lift up, my nose leads. So start making sure you tuck your chin in. I have talked about this on the channel numerous times, saying that if you just take a sock, ball it up, put it under your jaw. You could also use a tennis ball. Do all your shadow boxing, keeping that sock in this position so you really develop the skill set of keeping your chin tucked. And if you do take shots, they will come off your forehead. You will be so much happier and so much more comfortable just by doing this. Now, the next tip that I have is we want to be aware that shots are easier to take with the eyes open versus closed. Now, you might think that closing your eyes might stop him from getting hit and going black, getting black eyes. But that's not the case. You're still going to get black eyes with your eyes closed, and being able to see a shot coming allows you to tighten your jaw, tighten the neck muscles, and when you do get hit, you take it that much better, as opposed to eyes closed where you don't really know what's happening, and when you get hit, it rocks you that much more. So really getting that eyesight focused in is super important. How do we accomplish this? How do we go from the point where somebody's throwing at us and we're going blink, 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 to the point where we see the shots coming and we can just stare right at them and we're not scared? Well, obviously this is a slow going development, but if you ask somebody at your gym to simply grab a glove, stand in front of you, don't even have them put their hand in the glove, just hold the glove. If they hold the glove and they just poke you over and over in the head and you just see it coming, see it coming, see it coming, then maybe start working on some slipping, take some shots there, and just get comfortable with something super soft and squishy hitting you and being able to look at it without blinking. That's a great start. Then after that, you can ask them to put their hand in the glove, and you might just have a little more fear, and that need to blink might come back. But as long as we're doing everything light and you're not taking actual head impact, this is great training to build your confidence with shots coming at your face and not blinking. Once we have established these 2 tips, the next thing to do is to stand your ground and have somebody lightly just go non-stop on the hands throwing at you. And this is the pace that I would have somebody start. just slow, aiming about that far through the target, just pop, pop, pop. And you could even have your hands down here and work on head movement, but the focus is just to make sure that your eyes are locked in. You're taking the shots on the forehead and you're not blinking. You guard up and you just get comfortable with those shots coming, not being scared. As you get more and more confident, you can have them pick the pace up just a little bit, just a little more speed, and then before you know it, somebody will be punching at you 50, 60, 70% of their full speed, and you can deal with it no problem. All of these will help you overcome your fear of getting hit, but they are in a controlled environment. So what we want to do for our final step is start sparring, but the important thing here, the big tip, is to spar light with people who have control. Because if you go in and you spar all the time and you're scared and you're blinking and you can't overcome that fear of getting hit, it probably will never happen, or it's not going to happen quickly for you. The progression will be very slow. But I believe if you work the eyesight, you work tucking your chin so you take the shots off the forehead, you do your defensive work, getting used to those punches coming and blocking, and then you spar light, your progression will skyrocket, and very quickly, it might take a month, it might take 6. But overall, that's a very fast period of time to get over the fear of getting punched in the face, because it's a very real fear. And like I said at the beginning of the episode, it's something that even I, after decades of competing, still struggle with sometimes. It doesn't just boom, go away and you're like, yeah, I don't care if I get hit in the face ever. No, it's still there and I still don't like it, but it's a matter of establishing everything we talked about today in training camp and just building that confidence up. Hope this helped everybody out there. This is more for the beginner, intermediate guys. Most of the advanced people out there have all these little ideas down. They're already doing everything they need to overcome the fear of getting hit. So if this is something that really helped you today, please give the video a like. If you haven't already, join the channel, get subscribed, and train hard, guys, and I'll see you back here soon for another video.